As yet unlinked with the broad human scene, she is not yet in contact with the broader world, but limited to the small circle around her. First, because she is a princess, and second, because of her overwhelming presence. As yet unlinked with the broad human scene, in a small circle of young, eager hearts, they were her close friends.
Previous phase, you should start from in man and being serving someone.
In man, I see. I didn't go up to the God's live.
13 lines about.
I'm so sorry. I see. Well, they answered to her with the simple heart. In man, a dim, disturbing somewhat lives. In each human being, there is something vague, something which cannot be exactly designated, which disturbs. Say when you are very happy, some presentiment somewhere, some vibration of nervousness. When you are very peaceful, some apprehension somewhere. So there is something in us which is not fully coordinated to the central part, and that makes its presence felt. In man, a dim, it is not very clear, disturbing. It doesn't let you rest complacently. Somewhat lives. It knows, but turns away from divine light. It recognizes the divine light, the divine presence, but it wants to safeguard itself. It does not want to expose itself and turns away, preferring the dark ignorance of the fall. There are parts in us which prefer, as they say, to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Among the many who came drawn to her, to Savitri, nowhere she found her partner of high tasks who could companion her in the high mission of which she was becoming gradually conscious. Nowhere she found her partner of high tasks, the comrade of her soul, her other self who was made with her. There was another self who was made when she was made. That is the poet's way of saying that her companion soul had been created by the divine when she was put to birth. And like God and nature one, these two were one in the divine consciousness. Some near approached, they approached nearer, were touched, caught fire, then failed. Very enthusiastic, very ebullient, and suddenly they fail. They can't support the divine charge. Too great was her demand, too pure her force. They were not ready, they were not equipped. Thus, lighting earth around her like a sun, she is the sun, and around her is the earth. And as the sun lights up the earth, she is lighting all that is around her. Yet, in her inmost sky, an orb aloof. Orb is again a sun. So the outer sun is exposed and exposing itself to the world. But in the inmost sky, in her inmost level, she is aloof. A distance severed her from those most close. Even those who were very close to her physically, even those who prided themselves on being very close to her, there was a distance between her and them. Puissant, apart, her soul as the gods live. She is powerful, but her soul is standing apart, just as the gods are. Though they are open to us, though they associate themselves with us, they pour their grace on us. In their soul, in their inmost existence, they stand apart. Coming back to Savitri, as yet unlinked with the broad human scene, in a small circle of young, eager hearts, her being's early school and closed domain, apprentice in the business of earth life. Her being is not used to this matter-of-fact life on earth. So she is an apprentice. She is learning how to handle things, how to live with the creatures on earth. So apprentice in the business of earth life, she schooled her heavenly strain to bear its touch. Now strain here is not the strain what we think tension, but that quality of seed, quality of being. She trained, she schooled that quality of living which is heavenly to bear the touch of the crude earth life. Content in her little garden of the gods, as blossoms a flower in an unvisited place. There are flowers which don't blossom in public gardens, nicely tended, but in some strange places where nobody visits. Like that, in her little garden of the gods, she is content, learning to adjust herself to the business of earthly life. The wide world knew not yet the inhabitant flame, that there is a flame amidst them inhabiting the earth. The wide world did not know, was not aware. Yet something deeply stirred and dimly knew. Something in the world around stirred as this flame and presence grew, something which you can define, it stirred and dimly knew that a great flame is here amidst us. But it was a vague knowledge, a kind of feeling. There was a movement and a passionate call in the world around. A rainbow dream. People started dreaming that some nice things are going to happen, something beautiful is going to come. A hope of golden change. Now all these, there was no justification as such, a rational justification. But somehow there were in the air, as they say, hopes for a golden change, a rainbow dream. Some secret wing of expectation beat. Everywhere there was some expectation. If expectation is a bird, compared to a bird, its wing, some secret wing was beating. Everybody, whether aware or not, is expecting something new. A growing sense of something new and rare and beautiful stole across the heart of time. Then a faint whisper of her touched the soil. Slowly people started talking. That such and such a person is here and the presence is there. That touched the soil means the earth, community. Breathed like a hidden need. The soul divines. Divines means guesses ahead. And this whisper that she is there breathed like a hidden need. That is, everybody felt such a presence should be there. Such a person must come. The eye of the great world discovered her. A wonder lifted up its bardic voice. There was a great marvel and a wonder which lifted up its bardic, means poetic voice, prophetic poetic voice. A key to a light still kept in being's core. The light is not yet exposed. It is still kept in the inner chamber of our being. The sun word of an ancient mystery sense, her name itself, the poet describes, is a key to the light that is still hidden in the being's core. The sun word, the mantric word, the word of truth, of an ancient mystery sense, having the powerful sense, meaning of one of those ancient mysteries. Her name ran. Her name is that key. Her name is that sun word. Her name ran murmuring on the lips of men. Everybody started repeating her name, talking about her. Her name ran murmuring on the lips of men, exalted and sweet like an inspired verse, struck from the epic lyre of rumor's winds, that is a harp. And it is an epic, singing the epic, some epic. And on the bars of that lyre, the winds of rumor strike, and her name sails across, or sung like a chanted thought by the poet Fame. She started slowly becoming famous. So the poet called Fame sings her name, her greatness, like a chanted thought. With all that, but like a sacred symbol was that cult. That is, her personality, the adoration, the admiration of the people around her, the talk, the whisper, all that was like a sacred symbol. What is symbolized is not a doubt. Admired, unsought, intangible to the grasp. She is admired, but nobody thinks of seeking her hand. Intangible to the grasp. The human hands cannot grasp. Her beauty and flaming strength were seen afar. Nobody wanted to come very close. Her beauty and flaming strength were seen afar, like lightning playing with the fallen day. As the day sets, as the evening approaches, there is a playing of lightning. Just like that, her beauty, her flaming strength is playing with the earthly community. A glory unapproachably divine. She is a glory which is divine and therefore unapproachable. No equal heart came close to join her heart, because there was none. No transient earthly love assailed her calm. She was always calm. There was no impact of earthly love to disturb her calm. And the poet takes care to say, transient earthly love. Earthly love is not lasting, but even that could not assail her calm. No hero passion had the strength to seize. There was no equal companion. There was no passionate lover. There was no hero who had the strength to seize her. No eyes, this is beautiful, no eyes demanded her replying eyes. It is no human eyes could evoke that response from her eyes. Eyes of recognition, eyes of acceptance, eyes of comradeship. So no eyes demanded her replying eyes. All eyes are supplicating. None of an equal wavelength. A power within her awed the imperfect flesh. The human imperfect flesh was in awe in front of the power that she embodied. The self-protecting genius in our clay, divine the goddess in the woman shape. Savitri is the woman in her form. There is something in our human clay. Our clay means human nature, which is self-protecting. It doesn't want to go too close before light. It doesn't want to go too close to the divine because it is afraid that it will be overwhelmed and consumed. So there is a self-protecting genius, ignorance. Divine guest, the goddess in the woman shape. That is the self-protecting instinct in the human nature. Guess that here is a goddess in woman shape and drew back from a touch beyond its kind. It is not of its kind. The earth nature, bound in the sense life's narrow make. This is the adjective of its kind. What is that kind? Earthly, human kind. Earth nature, bound in the sense life's narrow make. It does not know anything beyond the range of sense life. The hearts of here is again the poet's observation. The hearts of men are amorous of clay kin. Hearts of men are fond of clay, earthly, muddy kind. That is, they feel in attunement, affinity with clay kind, not celestial kind. and bear not spirits lone and high. They cannot sustain the contact of spirits who are lone, high, who bring fire intimations from the deathless plains. These great spirits bring to us intimations of the fire, divine fire of truth from the deathless plains, from the immortal worlds. Too vast for souls not born to mate with heaven. Most of the souls are not competent to mate, to be companions, to partner heaven. And these fire intimations are too vast for them. Therefore he says, whoever is too great must lonely live. That person cannot mix with others. Everybody is odd. Everybody turns back. Everybody wants to worship and adore. But nobody wants to converse. So that person has to live lonely. Whoever is too great must lonely live. Adored, he walks in mighty solitude. He is adored, no doubt, but he walks in mighty solitude. Vain is his labor to create his kind. He tries, he does effort to create persons like him, beings like him, but vain is his labor to create his kind. His only comrade is the strength within. Such a great person can't find a comrade outside of him. His strength is, his comrade is the inner strength. Thus was it for a while with Savitri. He comes back as his style to Savitri and says, thus was it for a while with Savitri. For a while means because she is to meet Satyavan later. All worshipped marvelingly. Mark the word, use the word marvelingly, admiringly. All worshipped marvelingly, none dare to claim. Her mind sat high, pouring its golden beams on humanity, on society. Her heart was a crowded temple of delight. It was crowded with moments of delight. A single lamp lit in perfection's house. Where she was, it is a house of perfection. And she is the sole light. She has not been able to kindle other lights. A single lamp lit in perfection's house, a bright, pure image in a priestless shrine. There is no priest there to bring down the quality of the air. It is a shrine, pure, bright image, without the intervention of a priest. Midst those encircling lives her spirit dwelt. Her spirit, which is compared to this single lamp, to this pure image, dwelt in the midst of these encircling lives, apart in herself. She was in the midst of people, but not with the people. Apart in herself, until her hour of fate. Means the chosen day when she has to meet Satyavan. Till then, she lived by herself, alone on her height, pouring golden beams on all who worshipped marvelingly, apart in herself until her hour of fate. So, how the hour of fate develops, we will see in the next canto, the call to the quest.